All right, the 2020 Contender Series season is off to a hot start, and it continues this Tuesday night in Las Vegas, headlined by Louis Cosce taking on this man, Victor Reyna, who gets his second opportunity on the show. Victor, how are you?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. So back on the Contender Series for the second year in a row. You competed against Miguel Baeza last season. You were on the wrong side of a unanimous decision. How excited are you to get this second chance, since that's not a term you hear all that much in MMA?
I'm blessed, man. I'm happy for the opportunity. You know, I'm just looking to make the best of it this time. I'm happy. I'm excited.
What did you take away from that first experience? I mean, Miguel, undefeated guy, bright prospect at 170. You weren't able to get the job done, but between just fighting in front of Dana and the matchmakers, the experience, the fight itself, what did you take away from all of it?
Most of all, the biggest thing, just stay prepared. I got caught sleeping a little bit on before that fight. So ever since then, I've just really been on my game and not staying out of the gym, not taking too much time off, and just knowing that if I can stay in shape and just do what I need to do, that's where I belong. I can make it in there.
Obviously, we're in a very strange time with COVID-19. 2020 has just been absolutely bananas, things being shut down. A lot of things have been shuffled around and changed over the last several months. How has all of that affected you in preparation for this fight and throughout this year in general?
It's been a challenge just to make sure I get to where I need to go, safely. I can't be getting around too many people. I don't want to get sick or get anybody else sick. I'd hate to, get caught with it and then not be able to fight, or worse, get someone sick that shouldn't be sick. But it's been a challenge, just get everybody together. But all in all, we've made it work, and it's worked out for the best.
At least according to like some of the websites and the sheets, you made your amateur debut in 2010. Is that accurate?
Yeah, I believe so. I think so. Yeah.
So it's been around a decade or so competing in the sport, and I love the MMA genesis stories because they're all so different. They all come from so many different places. What got you into the gym for the first time and ultimately into this profession all these years ago?
What got me in there first, I was honestly just looking for somewhere to get in shape. My goal wasn't to compete and fight in the beginning. I just wanted to get in shape. I met some coaches. I met my first coach, Brandon Crick, lined up with him, met some fighters. We kind of built up a team, and then I think he just put it in my ear one day, hey, you want to take a fight? And I took it, and I ended up doing well my first fight, and it just went on from there. I made my professional debut a couple of years later, but it's one of those things I kind of fell into. It wasn't by accident. I guess it was by chance, but it worked out, and now I'm here.
Do you think if one of your coaches didn't ask if you were willing to take a fight, like, do you think you would have put yourself in that position, that you would have taken that step on your own to take a fight? Or
maybe, because like I was kind of getting curious about it before I was asked. I was like, because there's a couple of fighters in there that were already training. I was like, I wonder how I would do, in that situation. But yeah, definitely that was a little bit of a push I needed, but I'm glad it happened.
Absolutely. You've been in there with quite the group of opponents over the years. A lot of guys who are currently in the UFC right now, guys like Kevin Holland, Daniel Rodriguez, who you defeated. Baeza, as we mentioned, you fought Mark Stevens. That guy is an absolute handful from season 12 of The Ultimate Fighter. Not to mention, you've done this Contender Series thing already. So how much do you feel your overall experience factors into a fight and into a moment like this against a 6-0 guy like Louis?
I think it'll play a big role. I know that in some situations, if it gets into a firefight, that I can stay calm and still pick my shots and not get too wild. And I've gone the distance. I've gone a full 15 minutes in a fight. I know I could. If it comes down to that, I'm all for it. I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid of what may or may not happen in there. I'm just ready to go.
Do you know much about Louis? Like, he's a guy who's never been out of the first round. His brother's going to be fighting before he does, so he's going to have a little bit of extra support in that way as well. Have you checked him out at all? And if so, what have you sort of learned about him?
I've seen some film on him. He's a very powerful guy. He's put everybody away early in his fights. I believe he's gonna come in there. He's gonna come in ready. He's a young guy who is just. He's rolling forward, that's going to be a good opponent. I'm excited for that challenge.
You've had a fight in between these Contender Series bouts and got a win. How much do you feel has changed over the last 14 months? You talked about some of the changes you've made since that Contender Series fight, but what else is going to be different about you this Tuesday night compared to the last time we saw you compete in the Apex?
I think this fight I won't be as trigger shy. I think I was a little shy in my last couple of fights, of getting going. I don't see that being an issue on this one.
What do you have to do, like, in the gym to put your mindset into that place where you have to pull the trigger a little bit more? Because obviously,
visualizations, drilling the right things, keeping it in my head of what I need to do and what I'm capable of, and being like sure of it, being confident of it. So just always up in here telling myself that, hey, this is what you got to do. I got to do this. That's about it.
Who are some of the folks that are helping you get ready for this fight?
There's the War Room out in South Fort Worth has a real strong team of strikers. They've been helping me kind of keep my hands sharp. Stephen Wright's been helping me a lot. He's my striking coach. I got some wrestlers out at the gym in Arlington who've been helping me out. There's some little young wrestlers who are some savages. Like, they've been helping me out a lot, just keeping me, on top of my wrestling game. I don't want to get stuck on a wall or stuck on bottom of somebody. So all those guys, Junkyard Dogs fight team out in Arlington at the gym, and the Stephen Wright's team down in South Fort Worth.
Do you feel this has been sort of a different kind of a camp? I mean, COVID aside, but just based on, mentally, physically, all those things, do you feel like this has been a different kind of a camp than previous ones?
Yeah, definitely, man. I feel very prepared for this fight. I've, put in the time, put in the hours, been pushed. Starting off this camp, it was rough just because I've kind of been out of it for a little bit, but I'm ready to go. It's been a great camp, and I'm very happy with it.
So it is Thursday as we're recording this right now. When do you head to the airport, hop on the plane, and head out to the magical world of Las Vegas?
We head out on Saturday. I think our flight leaves at 11, so I should arrive there around about the same time because it jumps back up hours. So I'll be in Vegas around 11 o'clock on Saturday.
During 11 a.m.?
Yeah, 11 a.m.
All right, so you should be able to watch UFC 252.
Yeah, hopefully, if we have a TV in the room or if they take us somewhere, we'll see. Hopefully.
Oh yeah, that's true. Quarantine life.
Yeah, man. I was out there a couple weeks ago for just all the promo stuff and straight lockdown. We couldn't leave anywhere. There's a security guard up front. It's crazy.
How do you enjoy all the COVID tests? Getting I think it's a throat swab in Vegas, right?
Yeah, that was I'll tell you this. I was prepared for the nasal swab, but so I'm guessing the throat swab was a lot less unpleasant, but it still sucked. But oh well, gotta get done.
How does this thing all go down on Tuesday night? I did speak to your opponent. He's very confident he's going to put you away early on Tuesday night. How do you see it all going down?
I expect the fight, man. However it goes, how it goes, but I'm going to come out with my hand raised.
Do you feel at 34 years of age that this is your last chance to get into the UFC? Like, I don't know if you're the kind of guy that likes to put that kind of pressure on yourself, but do you feel that this is kind of do or die for you to get there?
I don't know, man. Maybe. I don't know, man. I take every fight one fight at a time, and after this, we'll see what happens.
What will getting that contract mean to you? Like, if Dana White tells Lorosenko, says those magical words, Victor Reyna, he looked great, gotta have him, welcome to the UFC, what will that mean to you?
It's the next step, man. I've wanted to be in there with the best and compete with the best, so it's just the next step of getting to that level, and I'm excited for it.
I wish you all the best, Victor. I mean, this is very exciting. I love the Contender Series. It's one of my favorite things of the year, so I'm glad that we're able to make this happen. Got pushed back a little bit. When were you supposed to fight, right? When were you supposed to fight? Was it June or July?
I didn't have anything set until this one, so yeah, I guess this was the right date. We're on track.
Okay, cool. So yours must have got put together a little bit later down the road than some of the other ones.
I believe so.
Well, there you go, man. Well, all the best to you in Vegas. Looking forward to the fight. Looking forward to the event as you take on Louis Cosce. Big fight at 170 pounds in the UFC Apex. If you get a contract, we'll have to do this again.
Oh, definitely, man. Love to do it again. Thank you.
Take care, brother.